Hello, everybody. Are you ready for Christmas? Hey, everyone.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Well, since I don't have a Santa hat to put on, I've decided I put on my top hat for A Christmas Carol. And welcome, everybody.
I'm
And
doing the steampunk version of the Christmas Carol. Bah humbug.
so, folks, this is the problem. Unless you're reading the description down below, and some of the you're not. May not be exactly what you're expecting, but I hope you really like it, and I hope I don't draw any tears from anybody. And so, let's go back up here, and let's see all's here. Of course, I put in a comment. Uncle Al put in a comment. Kaylin was the first one from the out there to comment, then Courtney at Wide Family Farm, Michael 58, Mary Beth Smith, Our Treasured Home, Never Enough Time, Don Golf, come on down, Connie and Justin's Oregon Homestead, and I'm caught up with all the Hoople's Cats in the house, north of the border. Hey, Hoople's. And he's rescheduling his July. He's rescheduling his Christmas to July 1st. Alrighty. So what am I thinking about when I say, "Are you ready for Christmas?" And actually, the name of it, you notice, "Are you ready for an old-fashioned Christmas?" Well, in the words of Mr. Peabody, it's time to get in the Wayback Machine. And so I'm going to bring this back up here. And so let's take a look at some, way things kind of used to be. When we used to be able to go out and build snowmen and decorate trees in front of our house without the neighborhood punks smashing them down. Hey, Kathy, Scrooge and Marley. But Mr. Scrooge, I'll try to be on time the next day. Okay. And let's see, I keep going here again. Where we had nice, clean snow and beautiful scenes to go to, and everyone decorated outside, and people went caroling and singing Christmas carols without fear of being mugged or called racist.
Or worse, having a protest singing Christmas song.
Yeah. Hey, Teresa and Lee, Stringfield Ridge Farm. And then, and we, people, I guess people now do go all out indoors since they can't do decorations outdoors without, problems. And of course, when we all used to light candles on the mantle, we had the big C7 bulbs on the Christmas tree. Hey, Tibor, Southern Blessed Homestead. And then, if you're lucky, as kids, you go out to try to catch Santa flying through the sky. And we used to have cool decorations on the end tables and a nice, peaceful winter scene. Yeah, Treasure Homestead, I definitely miss the old ways too. So you could have missed
Southern Blessed Homestead. Sorry.
Yeah. What I want you guys to do, I'm going to show up some pictures here, and I want you to name what movie they're from. So I'm starting with one of my favorites in black and white. Hey, buddy. So who can name what this movie is? All righty. Let's see.
It's American.
Tibor had it. Miracle on 34th Street. It slipped by me there so fast. Yep, Miracle. Excuse me, Miracle on 34th Street with a very young Natalie Wood and a Maureen O'Hara. And then, all right, a lot of people claim this is their favorite one with Jimmy Stewart. who's first for naming this one off? Yep, Kathy, you're right. It's a Wonderful Life. Here's one. Name this one here. All right. You got wait for people to catch up on it. So this one here is also a great one here. This is a one with a lot of dancing and singing in it. Close.
Right after World War II.
Very, very close. Southern Blessed. Holiday Inn is the name of the show within the show. White Christmas. There you go, our treasured home. And probably one of the funniest scenes in the movie is Danny Kaye and Bing Crosby pretending to be the I just lost the name of the sisters. But yeah. And of course, the intro into the song White Christmas. And then of course, who can name this one? When I was looking for these movies, I totally forgot about this. And I was researching Rankin Bass Christmas ones, and that's when I came across this one here. And I realized I haven't seen this one on TV in over 20 years.
Because they said it was
Teresa, this is Mr. Magoo's Christmas Carol. Yeah, very good. I mean, this was, and believe it or not, this one actually, if anybody hasn't seen it, it has a lot of songs in it, and some of them will actually tear you up. And of course, everyone's favorite claymation. All right, we'll see how fast it comes up here because we were just talking about it. Hey, Cecilia. Yeah, Mary Beth said she never saw Mr. Magoo. Yeah, it was a good one. And Mary Beth got it. I also Stringfield Ridge got it. I know Connie. Man, a bunch of you just all of a sudden boom up there. So first one that got it was Connie and Justin. And of course you got the Bumble Snowman, Bumble's Bounce. And of course, this next slide from this is for Steve at Corsair's Trainer, because every Monday morning is his Island of Misfits Toys coffee chat.
And getting onto Homestead just snuck in.
Hey, getting started. All right. And let's see what we got coming up here. All right. Here's one. Who can name this one? I picked this picture particularly because it's one of the first frames of the movie. This one's going to be tough for you.
It's really hard, folks. Think about it.
No, Kathy, you did the same thing Uncle Al did. He said Frosty the Snowman too. No, it's not. I'll give you a hint. Yes, that is Fred Astaire as the postman. All right, are you guys ready for it? No, it's not Rudolph, not Frosty the Snowman. It is Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
Southern got it.
Yeah, Southern Blessed got it. Yes. All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And of course, where they're singing, put one foot in front of another, and soon you are walking across the floor. Put one foot in front of another, and soon you'll be walking out the door. Yes. Yes, I do watch that a lot, and I can just about sing the entire song.
Remember, folks, there is a dead California millionaire that owned most of these songs, including this one.
Yeah. All right, City Girl, Country Heart. Hey, how you doing? All right, and this here's another one, which was one of my mom's favorites in later years. And Southern Blessed got it first, and Stringfield were right behind him. Little Drummer Boy. Okay, I think everybody knows this one instantly. Yes, this is Frosty the Snowman was a jolly happy soul. Yeah. All righty.
Also trademarked by this California millionaire.
Yep.
And not John Musk.
Who used to write, who made a lot of movies riding a horse.
And it's not him, Roy Rogers.
No, it's Back in the Saddle again that owns it. All right. So, of course, we have Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. And one of the ones as a kid I used to like all the time. Poor Charlie Brown. And
Gil, my screen just blacked out from your transmission. I'm going to try again. Hold on.
okay. I'm checking the other stuff. I'm still here on my other screens and stuff. You're still there on the other screens.
Yep. My laptop and my tablet's okay. My cell phone is saying not receiving.
Yep. Charlie Brown Christmas with the Peanuts gang. And then here's another Rankin Bass one. Who can name this one? I'll give you a hint. On the left, we have Heatmeister. And
Okay, I got everybody.
Snowmeister. And down in the bottom down here on the left here, that's Mother Nature. I don't see anybody trying to get. Everyone's trying to look it up to see what it is. I'll give you a hint. Oh, our treasured homestead got it. A Year Without Santa Claus. Yep. Heat Miser, Cold Miser, and Mother Nature.
Yep.
And my favorite all-time Christmas movie.
Right.
This is my favorite old-time Christmas movie, and I'll give you a hint. I'm wearing a hat for it. There's been a lot of variants I've made of it, but this particular one is my favorite. I'll give everybody a couple seconds to put it in there if they get the right name. All right, Southern Blessed. Southern Blessed actually got the name of it, although Kathy said A Christmas Carol. It is Scrooge. It's the Albert Finney Scrooge, and this has some very significance to me because I grew up in the movie industry down in Southern California. This is Albert Finney, all done up in his makeup. How old do you think Albert Finney was when he made this movie? This is going to be a little trivia for you guys, but how old do you think Albert Finney was when he made this movie? Yeah. And I'll give you some hint. This movie was a keynote one. Oh, everyone's going way young. Okay, well, we'll go to the next one here. All right, here he is in the flashback with his girlfriend at the time. City Girl's getting closer. David Mule's train is really close. He was 34 at the time when he did this. What this movie did, this was the movie that was listed as having the most complicated makeup for the main star for this type of picture and stuff, even more complex than what they did for Frankenstein or the Wolfman, because they aged him so to make him appear over twice as old as he was.
And this is the early 70s, Gil?
This is 1970. Albert Finney as young Ebenezer Scrooge and as old Ebenezer Scrooge. And this is him singing one of the going down the street with the kids, singing the second verse or second variant of Father Christmas. And then comes one of my favorite songs. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's the nicest thing that anyone's ever done for
Now, remember, folks, this was in 1969, this was a East London show, and they made the movie out of it with Albert Finney. The original star that was supposed to be on here died from a heart attack.
Yeah.
3 days before they started shooting, you know.
Yeah. And so Albert Finney just stepped right in. Absolutely amazing actor. And this is just, I just love this, the whole ending sequence on this. You can actually, there are several people put clips of this up, and you can Google Albert Finney Scrooge, thank you very much. And it's about 5 minutes long, and it's absolutely fabulous.
I think that killed the original East End theater star. You do 3 acts like this, see how you feel.
Yeah, and so this was really, really great movie. And of course, the modern day Christmas movie. Welcome to the party, pal. What is it? Come on, guys, you can name it.
Come on, guess.
What is this Christmas movie?
Now take a good look at the guy. He has hair now. Now he doesn't have any hair.
Yeah. All right, Tibor got it. Die Hard. Yes. Yes, this is a Christmas movie. All the songs on it are Christmas songs. And he's even wear a Santa hat. Of course, then he goes and takes the Santa hat and puts it on one of the bad guys and writes, "Now I have a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho."
And also, I have a Die Hard lighter.
Yep. And the series of the Die Hard movies, only the first 2 were Christmas ones. The second one was Christmas at the LA airport. As he lights up and says, "Yippee-ki-yay." Country girl, country heart. My wife won't admit that she thinks that anymore. Of course, she also still thinks Tom Selleck is very sexy as well. Okay, here we go. From the old to the young. Oh, thank you, Kathy. Kathy put the link up for the Albert Finney. Thank you very much. Yes, that is a great thing. So, guys, click that, open it up separate, and watch it afterwards.
And Southern Homestead got it.
Yeah, Home Alone. Yeah, every about 5 of them all came in at once here. Kathy, Southern Bless, Stringfield, White Family, and Tibor all nailed it, and followed by David's. Yeah, so Home Alone. This, I'm not sure whether I like Home Alone 1 or Home Alone 2 better. I think I like Home Alone 1 better because it's, he's not running all over New York. But Home Alone 2, we'll come up there in a second here, because this has a classic paint can over the balcony scene. But Home Alone 2 has the turtle doves, where the owner of the toy store gives him 2 turtle doves, and at the end of the movie, during the movie he meets Trump, and then at the end of the movie he gives one of the turtle doves to the pigeon lady, who became his best friend in New York. Now this one, nobody will guess what movie this one's from.
And it's not Dark Winter.
With the 8 reindeer there at the North Pole, and they just landed from delivering Christmas presents. Yeah,
And
Kathy,
this
Home
is
Alone 1 is more realistic.
right. And this is before global warming, folks.
All right. No, this is not Polar Express. Close. Not the never-ending story. The Santa Claus! Our treasured homestead got it. This is when they landed at the North Pole. I couldn't find a picture of where the elf came out and opened it up and they lowered down into the North Pole. But there it is, a very young Tim Allen with, I just forgot her name, Judy, the elf. And we got 18 watching and 14 likes. Okay. The makeup on Tim Allen on this one, I think, was phenomenal through the entire movie. The way they slowly had him getting fatter and fatter and trying to shave it off and also grows back again.
Right. And it's more funnier when the doctor says, eat more vegetables.
Yes. And when he stands there and he shakes the belly, you hear this like soup sloshing inside.
Now,
hey, RG Homestead.
Hey, RG. They have a scene, I forget, on the extras of this movie. It took Tim Allen about an hour to get into the fat suit. Yep. They had to squeeze him in.
Yep. All right. Mary Beth, great. Yes. When he's being questioned by the cops. Popo Gio. The name? Santa Claus. Chris Kringle. Popo Gio. Yes. And of course, Santa Claus 2, the Mrs. Claus. And actually, yes, I did tear up a couple times during this one too. All right, City Girl, Country Heart. Have fun. Stay safe. And of course, the rush to the infirmary. And then Santa Claus 3, the escape clause. All right, who can name this Christmas movie? This is going to be a good one. Yeah, Courtney, Toy Story. Some of the Toy Stories can make you tear up too.
Remember,
all right. Southern Blessed nailed it. Jingle all the way.
And a young Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That's a young Sinbad too.
Yeah.
All righty. So, and of course, Arnold Schwarzenegger squeezed into that Turbo Man outfit. All right, here you go. Let's see how fast they throw up the name of this one out there.
Okay, folks. Take a good look at it. And I think Kathy got it.
Yeah, Kathy got it first, followed by Michael and Connie. They all popped up at the same time. Boom. The Polar Express. And yes, there were some very poignant scenes in this one. Of course, the funniest part about this was seeing one of the elves turn into forgot his name, the singer. His daughter was in Armageddon. He's singing something on Top of the World Tonight. Yeah. Yes. He has all
the rock and roller guy.
Yes, it has all the things hanging off the microphone, all the scarves and stuff.
Right.
I can name off a bunch of his songs, but they're inappropriate here.
Right.
Steven Tyler, yes.
And Springridge
Teresa nails it. Yes. That was funny watching him as one of the elves singing at the end. Okay, so one of the things that, Aerosmith, yeah. All right, so what interesting is, what most people don't realize, of course, most people do realize the cool song from this one I Believe, or Just Believe, whatever it's called, from Polar Express. But there's another really cool song, and I would play it for you if I wouldn't get dinged. That is played during this scene here in the Santa Claus. It's called Christmas Bells. It is so cool, and it chokes me up every time I hear it. It is absolutely fabulous. Now, we've talked movies and stuff. Guys, what are your favorite Christmas songs? I do not have any slides for it, so I'm going to drop this off, bring us back up. Oh, too big.
Because Gene Autry's lawyers will sue the living hell out of us even if we mentioned it. And I'm not kidding.
Oh,
we
we can mention them. We just can't play anything about them. Some of the songs, but Now, what are your favorite Christmas songs? Little Drummer Boy, cool, Tibor. And my mom used to go around singing that one. Right, White Christmas,
right?
Holy Night. Oh, Emmanuel, cool. Well, everyone's typing in there. I'm going to tell you something. Back when I was a little kid, back in the 60s, Firestone Tire Company used to give away for, I think, about 8 years, a Christmas album with big singers on it. Oh, Mary, Did You Know? Oh, Holy Night. They used to give away records with all sorts of Christmas carols on it. They had, Bing Crosby. They had the Andrews Sisters. They, all the big singers at that time. Even Frank Sinatra was on there, and they were all singing all these Christmas carols. And I have that stack of those old Firestone Christmas carols set aside in a special box. They're back down in California at the house down there. But I have recorded a bunch of the songs off of them, or transferred it using my software I had, and transferred it from the LP to digital. So I listen to them digitally here. Yeah, Southern Bliss, aren't those the coolest albums? And they were just we look forward every year. When are we getting the new one? When are we getting the new one? And my parents would pick it up the Saturday after Thanksgiving. Blue Christmas by by Elvis or Porky. Porky's Blue Christmas, yeah. That was a funny one. But yeah, there are some really cool ones out there. Do you hear what I hear? But we're only half an hour into it. Boom, done. Dang. All right, give me a second. I gotta look something up while everybody types in their favorite Christmas song. Go here to my drive here.
If anybody's wondering, Uncle Alan's favorite movie is Ice Station Zebra. I play that on a loop next to the fireplace one, and my favorite Christmas song is Harlem Nocturne.
Yeah, all right.
That's Mickey Spillane's Christmas Carol.
Okay, I'm looking through. Oh, the Chipmunks. Let me open this up in the tab here. Okay, guys. So, put this over here. Actually, I'll put it here. I can still see it here. The Chipmunk albums, we had that. So the Chipmunks were. They had, of course, the Chipmunk song on it. Then All I Want for Christmas Is My Two Front Teeth. And they did Jingle Bells. They did Frosty. They did Santa Claus coming to town. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. The Night Before Christmas. Silver Bells. White Christmas. We Wish You a Merry Christmas. Side 2 was, come on, spread out. Here comes Santa Claus. Here comes Santa Claus. Right down Santa Claus Lane. Another Gene Autry song.
Yeah, true. And he wasn't singing. He was just announcing it.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas.
Also, he's just mentioning not singing, folks, so don't sue us.
Yeah. Deck the halls. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Here we
Geez,
come, the
King Audrey
caroling.
wrote a lot of Christmas songs.
Oh yeah, he did. And you know, yeah, the guys of from the Chipmunks picked up a lot of his Christmas songs on his stuff here. Here we come, a caroling, do. Jingle Bell Rock.
Yep.
Jolly old Saint Nicholas, lean your ear this way. I actually learned how to play that one on the saxophone.
Oh, that's cool. How many of you have bought Christmas cards and sending them out?
Oh yes, that's a Christmas memory. My mom used to get some big heavy duty yarn about the size of my thumb, and we would string it kitty corner from across the living room, 2 strands, and she would hang all the Christmas cards she got up. And when those were both full, then she pulled her favorites down and put them on the mantle and fill their spots in up above. And so after a while, we actually wound up with cards overlapping, going across the entire thing.
Right. My dad used to do that when he owned the feed store. All his customers and businesses dealing would send us tons of Christmas cards, and we would string them up, and then we would send out our Christmas calendar, which is calendar all throughout the year with the planning dates and everything on it, saying Merry Christmas from our business to yours to all our favorite customers. And we mailed it out. And guess who stuffed all those envelopes?
The kids.
No, me. This is before my dad says, well, we might as well hire help. I learned how to use a sponge.
And you're licking the envelopes.
Right. And getting like, here's my mom. Here, have some ice cold lemonade.
Oh, yeah.
Not a fun Christmas memory, folks.
Okay. Dang it. I haven't transferred it to the new computer. I just have a folder that's on my other drives, my portable drives. I haven't transferred on here yet. That are just strictly Christmas songs, and it's like
a good one.
Tons of them. What was that?
I want to have a blank free Christmas.
I won't
say I won't say the word. Sorry.
So yeah. So, anyways, folks, one of the things I was hoping to do with this is to get everybody thinking about the things you used to do as a kid during Christmas that made Christmas special for you, and maybe sharing that experience or redoing it for your kids or grandkids. One of the things that happened when I was trying to think, 5 or 6, I got a plastic train set that was set up that's the same size of the Brio track now that they make out of wood, but it was made out of plastic, had the plastic cars and stuff. For about 4 years, every Christmas, I got an expansion pack for that thing. I wound up with something like 20 little engines for it, and all these cars. And I was pulling along, trains that were like 30 cars long. And when I go around, when I go around a tight corner, they'd all fall over. So I'd have to put a curve, a straight, a curve, a straight, a curve, a straight to spread it out so they didn't fall over on me.
Yeah. My family got me ingrained in my head, other than the Christmas fire, is I make holiday food boxes for the elderly and disabled. And when it's not a tough year like this year, it's full of cookies, candies, oranges. A big thing in my family, we put oranges in all our Christmas boxes. I remember that when I was 5 years old, because my dad gave me a 50-pound bag of oranges and told me put them in the boxes. I'm like, can I go to sleep for Christmas? No, it's Christmas Eve. Put the oranges in the boxes, 1 each, and mark it down. But I'm only 5 years old. I can't afford the workers. Get to it.
Yeah. When it comes to oranges, that was one of the things I never could figure out. Of course, we were living in Southern California at the time. Every year we got down in the toe of our Christmas stocking, we got an orange, and then we got an assortment of nuts, not the macadamia nuts, Brazil nuts, because I can't say the name that we used to call them back. That used to be called back then, even in the stores, and some walnuts, and then a couple small tangerines as well, and then we got all the candy on top of that.
Right.
It's like oranges for Christmas, really?
Yeah, well, it's a cowboy thing.
Yes, it was. I found out later it was a big cowboy thing down there in Southern California.
Right, and Gil knows my family came here in 1890s, and the big thing during the trains was you ship out oranges to everybody in Idaho or Montana or Wyoming, because back then they didn't have really good roads. And if you get an orange for Christmas, that was a big thing, or tangerines, or even nuts, because everything was from the West Coast and everybody was freaking out. Rich people had their oysters and lobsters and any kind of dead fish they could pack it in ice, would go out to the Wyoming Cattle Association, because my great-grandfather's first job was packing oysters into barrels and shipping it out there. We have a picture of him like this.
Yeah.
Because he had to pack all these barrels full of oysters from San Francisco.
Yeah, Courtney, from 1960 to 66, we had moved back up to we'd moved up to Northern California, and my mom's only sister was up there. My grandmother came up and lived with us. So there were 5 in my family, kids, and 6 in my cousins, and they'd all come over to our house because my grandmother was there. We'd open up presents there, all the presents we had for them. Then we'd go over to their house for lunch, and we'd open all the presents they had for us. And so, we had a big get together there. But then we moved back down to Southern California, where my grandmother's sister's family was at. And it went from a small, just 2 small families or 2 medium-sized families, depending on how you look at it. Back in the day, those were small families. A lot of families had 8 kids or whatever. Went down to Southern California, and we had, Burkholders, Schwartzes, Bonds, and other Burkholders. We had 5 big families. All the families had at least 6 kids. The smallest family had 6 kids. So, it was, it was pandemonium going around to all the different, we'd all go, all right, we're all heading over to so-and-so's house, and we all drive over there, and we do stuff then. We drive to the next house, and it was just absolutely fabulous.
Oh, on the bananas for Christmas, that was during the 1920s after the flu epidemic. People were shipping in bananas from Central America to New York, where my other great uncle, I got to count, great grand uncle went over there and unloaded it. Big thing with the bananas is they brought sleeping sickness to New York and the worst tarantula raid in history.
Oh, wow.
Because in New York, it's common to have a great big banana spider jump out from your bunch of bananas. So people weren't too thrilled for that for Christmas, but it caught on like Twinkies.
Yep. So, oh, yes, the butter rum lifesavers. Oh, yes, I totally forgot about those.
Those are great.
Oh, those are fantastic.
I miss the butter rum cupcakes.
Yeah, that was something else my parents used to put in there was the spearmint lifesavers in our stockings, because after at night, Christmas night, we turn all the lights off, and if you bit down on them, they would spark in your mouth.
I miss the butter rum cupcakes, but they took them off the market because they had about 95% alcohol in it.
They didn't cook it out right, huh?
No, they put it in afterwards as a preservative. So all the kids who got them for Christmas were, yeah!
Either that or the kids took 3 bites or so, and then they went.
Yeah, it was a quiet Christmas after you eat one of those. A lot of families like, why aren't they opening the present? because they're snookered eating those things.
Oh, the Tootsie Roll tube bank. Yes. Is it up here? No. Okay. In my collection of stuff from when I was a kid, and one of the boxes I have down there still in the house, I have a Tootsie Roll tube bank down there. One of the things that we used to do, my mom used to make fudge, and she'd make fudge with walnuts in it for everybody, and then she had to make a separate little small 9x9 tray for me because I could not eat walnuts. So
No, North Carolina.
So I actually wound up getting more fudge than everybody else did, but hey.
Mary Beth, the 1960s, why most towns in North Carolina and South Carolina didn't get bananas, because their shipping point was Havana, Cuba. So you can't really ship until the modern the 70s. They had a detour around Havana and send it to North Carolina. That's why you don't get bananas in Christmas during the 60s.
Well, she said except at Christmas.
Yeah.
And then they said ship them out earlier and then have to truck them in.
Yeah.
All right. One of the things we also started doing later was we learned when my younger brother, 2 years younger than me, was old enough, my mom would let us make cookies. And so we started making oatmeal cookies all the time, making dozens and dozens of oatmeal cookies and make up little plates to go around and give to our friends and stuff. And of course, it was oatmeal cookies, then oatmeal cookies with coconut in it. Another batch would be oatmeal cookies with chocolate chips in it. Another one would be oatmeal cookies with raisins in it. And then
I gotta kill the TV because we might get censored.
I don't hear any sound on it. Then we came out, besides the chocolate chips, they came out with the butterscotch chips. My favorite oatmeal cookies were oatmeal butterscotchies. And then now, I forget how many years ago, within the last 15 years, they now have the cinnamon chips. So I now make oatmeal cookies with the butterscotch chips and the cinnamon chips in it. Oh, delicious. Oh, Kathy, yes, cut out sugar cookies. Those were fun to do too.
Sorry about that, folks. Gil, I hope you don't get checkpoint for that.
There was no sound coming through to me. I couldn't hear it.
Good, because I put the mic on. Will stopped by. Hi, Will. Merry Christmas.
Hey, Will. Oops. That's Will at Just in Time, or JIT, Preparedness and Info. It's going to take me forever to get a call calling it Just in Time. I remember one year, my older sister, she's 10 years older than I am, and our cousin Debbie, who's the same age she is, they cooked up so much friggin' popcorn over 3 days, kept on bagging it, no butter, just doing, the hand crank popper and stuff. So, and then they had this big old huge garbage bag full of popcorn. And then they got the thread needle out and started making popcorn garland for the tree.
Yeah. On pretzels, I did pretzels when I was, I think, 11 years old, helping my family. We put that into our holiday food boxes when we give out to the elderly, and these are soft pretzels. They're not the hard ones. They're like New York style pretzels with a little bit of salt and stuff and egg wash. I don't want to see another pretzel in my life, the soft ones, because I used to make 200 of them every Christmas Eve.
Yeah. All right. 2 comments here quickly. Tibor, did your wife do the 12 days before Christmas, or the 12 days starting on Christmas and going forward for 12 days? Some people nowadays think it's 12 days leading up to Christmas, but originally it's the 12 days following Christmas, which are the 12, which supposed to symbolize the journey of the 3 wise men, them arriving 12 days after Christ was born.
Right. You want to hear weird Christmas trivia from Japan?
All right.
Who's the most popular white hair, bearded person on Christmas?
Me. No.
It's not Santa Claus. It's Kentucky Fried Chicken, the Colonel
Oh, the
Sanders.
Colonel.
Because he looks Oriental, wears glasses, has a bow tie, wears a white suit. And what in Japan they go nuts over in Christmas?
Kentucky
White
Fried
cake
Chicken.
with strawberries and fried chicken. It's the
Yeah.
big thing in Japan. You try to get fried chicken in Japan from now until Christmas, good luck. You're going to see a riot.
Yeah. All right. Just catch up the comments. Okay. So Kathy was saying she used to string the popcorn and cranberries. Yeah, that's what happened when my sister and cousin put the popcorn garlands on the trees. The youngest, my brother and my family, and our cousin Laddie and her family, they went behind the tree and they stripped all the popcorn off the backside of the tree that no one could see. Unfortunately, the backside of the tree was against the front window. So when they turned on the lights one night, they went outside to look at it. Where's all the popcorn garland on the backside of the tree? It was gone.
Courtney has a friend in Japan who's a pop star. Another one is from Okinawa. You know what I'm talking about? Strawberry white cake with strawberries and fried chicken. It's going to be war.
Yep.
Because those two things, you could get turkey in Japan, but turkey isn't very popular in Japan. And also the Japanese celebrate more of New Year's. They spent 3 days on it and getting drunk.
All righty. So probably going to wrap this up a little early here now. We've covered activities. Oh, who all used to go out caroling as a kid? And who all used to go out? Oh, we're going to go out and look at Christmas tree lights and pile everybody in the car and drive around looking at everybody's Christmas lights. Oh, so Kathy found out when she heard the crunching, munching, but didn't see anyone. All right, so Courtney still does the Christmas tree lights. They're going to do those next week. Southern Bless raised their hands.
We lived out in the country. All we seen was darkness until we head to the nearest town. Then we see lights, and we were all freaked out because, when you see a bunch of naked cows and you see all of a sudden houses full of lights and brightness and Christmas decoration was a big thing for us as a kid. All I saw was cows, chickens, and pigs.
Yeah, our treasured. We did, a couple of years we did both and everything. We then one of the last years we did it up in Northern California before we moved back down to Southern California. We actually went to where got a couple families together, and we went to where all the good Christmas tree lights were, but the streets were so jammed. We just pulled over around the corner before they started, got out of the cars, got our little books of Christmas songs, and we just walked up and down those streets while we were looking at the Christmas lights, singing, Christmas carols to everybody. So,
yes, Mary Beth, it's a big thing with chicken in Japan because until the 1970s, it was a very rare treat to have fried chicken either in the little nuggets or as big pieces because it's Japan. You couldn't get chicken.
Yeah. All righty. Okay, folks. Gonna kind of wrap it up here. Coming up on Tuesday, it's going to be a controversial one looking forward. Is 2021 really going to be the Wild, Wild West?
And you can see that at Uncle Alan's place.
That too. So we're going to be talking about it on Tuesday. What is it really going to be the Wild Wild West, and what do you need to do to prepare for that?
I made cardboard signs, a lot of them. I got so far 20.
All right, and then I haven't picked out what I'm going to be doing next Friday. I'll see if I can get my wife is going to be visiting next week from California. I'll see if I can talk her into coming on here and talk about the stuff she's doing back there in California. The following Friday is Christmas, of course, and so Christmas evening I'll do a little short one, Christmas cheer. I may go ahead and take a strike on that one and just play some of my favorite songs for you all on Christmas night. And then on New Year's, we'll be talking about the Quadriance meteor shower, which peaks on January, the night of January 3rd through the morning of the 4th. But I just found out something last night, and that just reminded me that I needed to show this to you guys. Let me refresh that page so I get it going right here. Okay, so this weekend, guys, Sunday night, come on, is the Gemini meteor shower. It's a relatively new one, whereas let's scroll down here as the commercials are playing there. There we go. Here's the map of it showing it. But this is on space.com, Gemini meteor shower. Let me just throw that down here for you guys so you guys can look at this. There we go. Now, some of the ones we've talked about in the past here have been the Perseids in August and the Lyrids in April. And then I know I've talked about the Leonards, but I actually didn't do a show. I just mentioned it in another one. And of course, last December, we talked about the Quadriance meteor shower. It's a couple weeks later this year. It's on, like I said, it's on January 3rd, the night of January 3rd. But this one is Sunday night. This Sunday night is supposed to be the best night for the Gemini meteor shower. And of course, it's called that because it comes out of the constellation Gemini, which is down here. And let's see if I can make this bigger. So yeah, it comes out of here. You got the constellation Gemini, and it comes from right up in there. So that is actually, it's you can see stuff tonight and tomorrow night, but then it peaks on Sunday and it tapers off Monday and Tuesday. So.
And also, I have to warn folks, in certain areas you won't see this because of rain, snow, hurricane, whatever, because Gil and I talked about this on Monday. There's a big storm wave going across from west to east.
Oh, Uncle Al, you got dime down. It's a good thing my wife isn't here. She'd be yelling at you. Yeah, my wife used to be Catholic, and saying Xmas was a big no-no in her household. It's Christmas. Sorry. All right, so yeah, so we got a good show coming up here this weekend in the skies. So check it out, and Mary Beth, if you get a gap in there, you can catch it. So, but if you let's see here, I'm gonna hit escape on that. Come on. Yeah. I know I went to another page. That's why. I couldn't escape from it. But they got all the information about viewing times, and so and the distance and everything. It's a real cool article on it here. This is space.com, and check it out and look what's coming up. All righty, folks. That's it for now, everyone. Remember, this is Christmas season. Stay happy and stay safe. Oh, and one of the things, though, if you want a good laugh about what's going on around in the Christmas season, if you're all done shopping, you don't have to go out anymore. There's a cool little channel, funnier than heck, I've been watching here. And, of course, let me throw this back up here. Got this is what their thumbnails look like. It's called Red Wheel, and they take stuff from Reddit, and their main topics are "I don't work here, lady," or "I do work here, lady," or "Pro Revenge," about all the Karens in the world, and a few of the Kens as well. So I've been watching that the last couple of days, and I've been laughing my fanny off here of all the stuff that people do. And I really have developed a soft spot for all the salespeople out there in Walmart, Target, and the other grocery stores that they get these stupid entitled blankety blanks screaming at them, I want you to help me now. You have to, you lazy piece of, you work here. But yeah. Anyways, hey Keith.
Hey Keith.
So anyways, this is if you are all done your Christmas shopping, check out Red Wheel, and they're absolutely hilarious. Some of the stories he pulls off of Reddit.
Oh, folks,
Reddit. Yeah.
I just got a notification from Pfizer that the FDA have now authorized Pfizer's biotech corona vaccine.
Don't say the word.
Okay, sorry. Red Dragon vaccine.
Yeah.
Whatchamacallit?
Yeah.
But warns it's only 90% effective, and people who are allergic to this do not take the shots.
Yeah. Oh, and whatever people don't know, that you go and you take the one shot, you have to come back 2 weeks later and take another one and it has to be from the same batch. You can't go to a different store which might have one from a different manufacturer.
Yeah.
And what most people don't really realize, most of these are using a genetically modified variant of the Red Dragon. It's not dead, it's alive. Right. And 80% of the people that take it get sick, although it's supposedly not as bad. Sorry, I ain't taking it. Thank you, Kathy, for putting up Red Wheel's channel there.
Right. And also, folks, China had 90% of its people saying no, and they're threatening war against their own government. 90%.
Yeah. All right, folks. So we're going to go ahead and wrap this up here. Everyone, stay happy, stay safe, enjoy the holidays, and we'll see you next Tuesday.